It's the Linemakers on Sporting News, brought to you by Jack Daniels.
Let's preview an AFC East showdown on opening Sunday in the NFL when the Bills take on the New York Jets. And let's start with the power ratings for these two teams. Marginal difference here. The Jets a slight favorite. And when you see the opening number here, this was one of the biggest movers of the entire summer. The Jets opened as 6-point favorites. I'll gladly tell you when that happened, I got a piece of the Bills on the money line. I don't think the points are required in this particular game. It's down to 3. The total on the game is 39. Now, that number moved for a lot of reasons. First, it moved because of the work the Bills did in offseason and free agency. Williams and Anderson, bookend defensive ends via free agency, started the trend for the Bills, who became a buzz team in Las Vegas. One of the key pieces, though, is the return of Pro Bowl nose tackle Kyle Williams to go along with Marcel Darius. The Bills out of nowhere have a great defensive line. They're a little injured, though, at the secondary, and they need more consistent play from the quarterback. As for the Jets, they're going to unveil Tebow Cat this Sunday. And the Bills are like, bring it on, because when he went to Denver, Buffalo lit him up like a firecracker last year. And poor Mark Sanchez is going to be looking over his shoulder from the first snap of the game with Tebow waiting in the wings and the fans chanting his name. It's going to be a pretty interesting deal to see just how the Jets come out of the gate with the bullets live, because they were awful in the preseason. Guy who's never awful, he's always great. That's our friend Rick Herron.
Okay, guys, this is what makes sports betting so fun. We're going to look at a game where, Brian, I know you have a ticket on the Bills on the money line. Game opened 6, down to 3, maybe going to 2.5 in some spots. I'm looking at it from another's perspective. I realize that the road team in this series is 8-1 against the spread in the last 9. The Bills are 5-1 against the spread the last 6 times in New York. And everybody is on the Bills because the Jets look so bad in the preseason, and Sanchez and Tebow didn't put even a touchdown on the board and going 0-4. But guess what? The Bills went 0-4 in the preseason, too. They didn't look any better than the Jets did. And at under a field goal, I think there's some value with the Jets. Ryan Fitzpatrick threw 23 interceptions down the stretch last year after the Bills opened 5-2, and they faltered down the stretch. And looking at 2.5, I believe the numbers in New York the last 4 or 5 times, 6 times they played there were probably more like Jets a touchdown, 7 or 8. Now you're looking at under a field goal. I think there's some value with the Jets here as long as you're laying less than 3.